Our history is our strength. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Pastor Greg, for the invitation to talk at the Chapel of the Abiding Presence. The title of my presentation is The Quiet Strength. The life of a woman is like a carousel. This is a truth that follows us from childhood to womanhood. The sculpture you see here is the carousel of women's life. 12 years ago, after a period of reflection, I set out with my mallet, chisel, and a piece of wood to tell a story. The nature of wood is to guide the sculptor's hand. Thus it left 6 women on a raft on the uncertainties of life, on the uncertain waters, to search for what is the life of a woman. Is there a meaning to our struggle? What do we bring to humanity? From babyhood to motherhood to the dusk of life, this sculpture portrays the strength and struggles of women to overcome the shackles of Madison Avenue appetites, the distraction of the flotsam and jetsam of the world, and the blasphemies of false prophets. They rise to the call to nurture, guide, and move humanity through uncharted waters. In the midst of the celebration of Women's History Month, let us grab this opportunity to pay tribute. Tribute to the silent life of the many who humbly charted our way through the shallow and the depths, the becalmed and the turbulent waters of life. On a daily basis, women are writing our history with the ink of courage, tenacity, and passion. Out of the shadows of struggles, empowered voices emerge to write our history. And this is the legacy of their journeys. From our factories to our schools, our hospitals to our legislatures, women are unrelentingly on duty. They are there with their quiet strength at the helm of the raft. Is there a meaning to our struggle? Is there a meaning to our struggle? 40 years ago, Rosa Parks balked at perpetuating a system of segregation that denied civil rights to many at great personal risk. She adamantly refused to obey a law requiring her to give a bus seat to a white passenger. This courageous act of civil disobedience for social justice was a turning point in the modern civil rights movements. She gave direction to turn the raft toward a promise of gentle shores. What do we bring to humanity? Life is nothing but an offering. Life is nothing but an offering. Since the beginning of time, maternity is an act of giving. 2,000 years ago, Mary, Mother of Christ, by accepting to give birth to the Messiah, wrote the very first page of Christianity. Listen to a poem written by a woman of my country, reflecting on Mary's mother addressing the Lord. Dear Lord, since you have chosen my daughter, since you have sowed in her womb the seed of your wonderful light, since you have made her body the sacred temple worth bearing the fruit of your glory, I offer you, my Lord, our obedience and our tears, our ignorance and our fears, our weaknesses and our wants, asking you humbly to transform them into a beam of light so powerful that it shall bless the flesh of all generations to come. And finally, where is the meaning of life? Yes, we are now changing the question of what is the meaning of life to where is the meaning of life. When you look at Carousel Women's Life, the smallest of the 6 figures stands at the front. From all appearances, she is just watching the sea. But no, from the experiences of the woman of the raft comes an understanding and a knowledge that empowers her to guide and move the raft. Her ability to serve to nurture, and to serve as the rudder by giving stability and direction to the waters of life. She serves. And this is the way in the question of where is the meaning of life. It was right there. My own belief is that a woman to succeed needs to invest in her inner authority with power and confidence. If you do not find that power within, if you do not find that confidence within, look for role model. As I set out on my journey as an artist, many said, "A lady do not sculpt wood." And this troubled me. It troubled me a lot. One day, while visiting a used bookstore in Washington, D.C., I stumbled onto a biography of Marina Núñez del Prado, a highly respected sculptor. Here she is in the book, with mallet and chisel, carving wood with perfectly polished nails. Del Prado gave me validation that day. I found another role model in Camille Claudel. The artistic quality of her work is so great that an art critic of her time said she was a revolt against nature, a woman genius. How funny is that? Her work was described as a poem where blood circulates and where something palpitates. She inspires me to reach a higher plateau of artistry. Now, one also needs a role model to inspire our daily lives, our daily living. Someone who's strong, wise, and someone who's been on a fruitful and long journey. I fortunately found one very close from home. She is a mother. She is a teacher to many in so many ways, and a compassionate and nurturing, educated woman. She is dedicated to Seguin, this university, her church, family, and friends. Nearly every function I attend in this community, she is there giving support. Thank you so very much, Evelyn Strength. for being an inspiration on how to live a life of service. You surely have discovered on your journey the answer to where is the meaning of life. Thank you for being a beacon of light in my life and a builder on the shining city upon a hill. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me. It was an honor. Pastor Greg, thank you.